Alright, what's going on, guys? Boy TG, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to preview the NHL Frozen Frenzy. That's right, guys. Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. It's going to be the NHL's Frozen Frenzy. So it's going to be a big night. All 32 teams are playing. It's going to be 16 games for one night, and I got it all for you guys right here. So it's going to start at 5 o'clock p.m., which will feature the Toronto Maple Leafs and Washington Capitals going up against each other. Now, the Maple Leafs, they're 3-2-0, while the Capitals are 1-2-1. Both teams went into overtime in their previous games. Maple Leafs coming off of a 4-3 overtime win over the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that they defeated last year to move on to the second round in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And the man who scored the overtime game-winning goal last night, or last game I should say, is also the same person that led the Maple Leafs to the second round Stanley Cup playoffs, and he goes by no other than John Tavares. That's right, John Tavares scored the overtime game-winning goal in the Maple Leafs' last game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. He did it last year in the playoffs, and he does it again in the last game for the Maple Leafs. So they'll be taking on the Washington Capitals, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time on ESPN. That'll be the first of three ESPN games that comes on. Alex Ovechkin still in search of his first goal of the season. So I don't know what's up with Ovi. I mean, I know he's getting old. I was counting on him to have probably a 40-goal season, but it's probably not going to happen now. He might get up to at least 30 goals, probably 30 goals this year, depending on if he, gets some scoring going. I mean, we want to see him break the goal record. All hockey fans around the world want to see him break the goal record of Wayne Gretzky, but he got to get his first goal of the NHL season, and it's got to be against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs, they look to win the next 4 games to close out November. So they got 3 games left for the road trip. So they start against Washington. Then they play Saturday in Nashville. They play Saturday in Nashville. Then Thursday, should set this in order. Thursday, they play against the Stars in Dallas, and then they go out to Nashville Saturday, and then on Halloween, they face the LA Kings. So they want to win these next 4 games to close out November. They got to win these next 4. Could it be done? Possibly. We could possibly be done, depending on if they continue to play the way they're playing, because they're now 3-2-0 the year, so they can probably be 7-2-0 if they win these next 4 games. So it could happen. Who knows? Capitals coming off of a 3-2 overtime loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Dylan Strome scored the only 2 goals in the game. So Alex Ovechkin did not get on the board on that one. But we're hoping to see Ovi get on the board when the Capitals play the Maple Leafs. Cole Caulfield was the one that scored the overtime game-winning goal against the Capitals last time out. So hopefully the Capitals can put on the show in front of their hometown fans and, win against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The next game that'll come on right after that, Boston Bruins taking on my Chicago Blackhawks. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous because not only being a Blackhawks fan, but also we couldn't even stop the Golden Knights winning streak, and we most likely not going to stop the Bruins winning streak. So the Bruins, they look to remain undefeated as they go 6-0-0 of the year. Their last game was against the Anaheim Ducks. They came out with a 3-1 win. Matthew Petrias, hopefully I'm pronouncing that last name right, Petrias, he scored his first 2 career NHL goals in that game. And then Brad Marchand put it away with an empty netter. And the Bruins will continue on their win streak from there. So they're heading 5-0-0 into the game against the Chicago Blackhawks, and they look forward to continue their win streak, going 6-0-0. Connor Bedard, he has 4 points in 6 games with the Blackhawks, so 2 goals. and 2 assists for 4 points. I should mention, too, that he did get his first career NHL goal against the Boston Bruins. So 24 hours after his debut against the Pittsburgh Penguins, he scores his first career NHL goal against the Boston Bruins and looks forward to lighting the lamp in the game against the Boston Bruins. Corey Perry, he leads the Blackhawks in points. So 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points in 6 games. So great job for Corey Perry. I mean, I do like that addition, bringing in another veteran player besides bringing in Nick Foligno and Taylor Hall, who I should mention will be out due to an upper body injury. So he's injured. So Taylor Hall will not be in the Blackhawks lineup tomorrow because he's not going to be in the Blackhawks lineup because he's going to be out with a injury in the Blackhawks game against the Boston Bruins. Next game that comes on after that, Philadelphia Flyers take on the defending Stanley Cup champion, Vegas Golden Knights. So the Flyers look to continue the great start of the year. I should mention they did have a 5-4 overtime loss to the Dallas Stars. And they look forward to going back to their winning ways when they take on the defending Stanley Cup champion against at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. The Golden Knights, they look forward to making more history, going 7-0 the year. It could be done when they take on the Philadelphia Flyers Tuesday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Who knows? Will the Golden Knights be 7-0, or will the Flyers end the winning streak? Before all of this stuff happens, there will be The Point coming on at 4 o'clock. It is a hockey show on ESPN. If you guys don't know what it is, it's basically, from what I saw, the article that I saw, it will talk about Alex Ovechkin's 2006 goal that inspired a young fan in the stands that game named Austin Matthews, who will go on to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was drafted by the Maple Leafs first overall, first round, 2016 NHL draft. And it will also talk about how Connor Bedard will have, an impact on the NHL. And it could be Golden Knights' possibility of repeating as Stanley Cup champions. The Frozen Frenzy will be hosted by John Buccigross and analyst Kevin Weeks, showcasing the best goals, hits, and plays of the night. So it's going to be a huge night. I should mention, too, the other games that are playing, since it's going to be all 32 teams. So besides the Maple Leafs taking on the Capitals, Bruins taking on the Blackhawks, and Flyers taking on the Golden Knights. The Ducks and Blue Jackets play tomorrow. So Adam Fantilli, first NHL goal down, had to take 5 games to get it done. The Ducks are coming off of a 3-1 loss to the Boston Bruins. Mason McTavish with the only goal in that game, so they look forward, to have a bounce-back game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sabres taking on the Senators tomorrow, followed by Hurricanes taking on Tampa Bay Lightning. Devils, Canadians, Stars, and Penguins. Sharks and Panthers, Avalanche against Islanders, which the Avalanche, another NHL team that remains undefeated. I mean, they picked up, I think their last game was the 6-3 win over the Carolina Hurricanes, so they're 5-0-0, and they will look forward to go to 6-0-0 when they take on the New York Islanders. Seattle Kraken taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Red Wings playing good of late. Alex DeBrincat with the hat trick in both. I should mention, too, Alex DeBrincat and Dylan Larkin are the top 2 NHL point leaders in the NHL. DeBrincat with 12 points, Alex and Dylan Larkin with 11 points. So it's nice to see how the Red Wings are playing, and I do love this run by the Detroit Red Wings. The Yzer player is certainly working well in Detroit, so you love to see it. Blues taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Oilers taking on the Minnesota Wild. I should mention the Oilers will be without Connor McDavid for 1 to 2 weeks due to upper body injury. Oilers captain was taken down by Josh Morrissey, I think in the first first period or so. I really don't know. I think it was in the first period. And Josh Morrissey will get a penalty for holding, and the Oilers captain Connor McDavid will remain on the bench in that game. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period, he did remain on the bench. Mark Scheifele did pick up the OT game-winning goal in that game, so that this did hurt the Oilers a lot. Also, Rangers taking on the Calgary Flames. Coyotes taking on the Kings. And I don't think I missed any. Oh, yeah. Canucks taking on Nashville Predators in Smashville. So anyway, guys, that is all the games. That is all the analyst facts I have for you. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you ready for this NHL Frozen Frenzy? Because obviously it is a big night, Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. You do not want to miss it. If you did enjoy this video, hit with a like, hit it with a subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.